My desk is totally a mess, but I ended up getting a little shelfy acrylic thing. I'll show you guys on the other camera how it is set up. So I have a place for all of my inks and I can see all of their names. So here is the shelf unit here. It is zip tied on because the holes did not line up and I didn't have any sort of hooks to line them up. So we just kind of rigged it. It's got the zip ties on it. This was from Amazon. These little shelves I got because I liked that these ones had the like little end protector thing so things won't slide off the side. And it also holds washi tape. So I thought that was great that I could put washi tape on there as well. And I've got 6 little trays now, and all of my new inks will have to go up there. My desk is a mess. I had to move everything out of the way to get the shelf down to be able to zip tie everything. So the shelves are actually screwed on with those little top screws onto a bar that's screwed into the wall. And I just absolutely love these pegboards from IKEA. They've got lots of accessories, but I didn't really like the shelf, this one, because you can't really see the bottle names and it just wasn't quite like long and skinny enough. These are actually nail polish organizer racks, but they work perfectly for this. I could put the inks too deep and have plenty of room on here to grow my collection over time. I want to try to use 2 inks per week, so I don't know that this is going to get me through an entire year, but I may go back to inks and explore inks again. But I've got my ink swatch book here. I've gotten my first 2. Got my first 4 of the inks watercolored on there, and then the first 2 ink samples done in the back. I'm just going to be doing song lyrics in the back with some like splotches around them. So I've started on the Foo Fighters 1 by 1 album. So I just went song number 1, song number 2. I'm just gonna work through that album first and then just go with whatever I want to after that. But I like all the songs on that album, so I thought I would write the lyrics out for that. So I'm going to do a little bit of swatching on here. I do want to swatch all of these inks just to have them as like a sample to see which ones I want to use the next few weeks. That way I can see all of them. And there's my chair squeaking again. I'm moving in it. And yeah, we're going to switch back to the other camera now. Okay, so I got my plastic bag to try out the plastic bag technique. I don't want to do it in my like official swatch book first. I will open the blinds back up a little bit more, let in a little bit better lighting. Get more natural light. Okay, so I want to try the bag technique in here first. This is like my down and dirty, messy swatch book. I do want to like sample the colors in here and write them out. I do love the dip pen. I was so impressed with how much I could write with it. I've got my little plastic bag. I crinkled it up really good because Karina always does that. And so I like that. She copies a book on her pen samples, but I'm going to copy song lyrics because I think that's, you know, more my speed. And move things out of the way to adjust everything in here. So I will end up actually testing out my swatchy thing here. She puts a couple of tiny dots and then uses the bag over them and like smears them around so they look really nice and splotchy, and I love that idea. I'm gonna try that out. I need to get some baby wipes in here. I need to fill up my water in here. And then my plan is to, if it actually works really nicely and I get the idea, I will swatch down here and maybe a little bit around the sides since, you know, the song lyrics don't go all the way across. I could do a little more swatchies up across the page. And I am doing these ones not back to back. I'm doing these ones 1 page, then the next page on the same side, whereas these swatches will be the full page across. And then it'll be a 2-page spread, and then I'll skip 2 pages, and then it will be another 2-page spread like that, so that these ones don't get back to back because they do bleed through, and then these ones, when I do the splotchies, they will probably also bleed through a little bit. The only thing is these ones will bleed through and they will be back to back, so that's unfortunate. I just wanted to be able to use all these grid pages in the front. So I'm not gonna fill this book out except on like a little weekly basis, doing a little bit here and there with the 2 inks I have in my fountain ink pens. But in here, I want to swatch everything and play around a little bit more. I am recovering from a migraine late yesterday, so I still feel kind of zombie-ish, and speaking is not the easiest thing for me right now. So I will be probably just speeding through most of this as I'm doing this, except right now I'm gonna try this out, and I'm going to use the colors that I am using in my book because I do want to swirl these both around. Okay, so I've got Wieringle Wayfarer, and then the other one is Caramel Sparkle, which when my pen is all filled up, I don't have a whole lot of this left. I really, really like this one. I've used it quite a bit. Okay, let's try my bag technique. We'll use caramel sparkle for this one. We'll try this technique out on this page, and then I'll let it dry and then flip, and we'll do 10 swatches in this video. Just as little blobs across the page. Okay. If this works, we will use this technique in my actual, like, nice swatch book. This is my practice swatch book for now. All right, we got lots of crinklage. Smear it out. Oh, see, I think I could go bigger blobs than that. We didn't take up much room, but that's good. You can kind of control where they go. And swatch, spread a little more. Oh yeah, I like this. You can really play with the swatch. So I will cut this down. I can tell why she chooses a smaller piece. So yeah, that looks really fun. My bag is a little too big for me to control it really nicely, so I definitely will cut this down and have a smaller piece to control. So yeah, I'll cut that down, make it a little bit more easy to work with, because I could tell, like, the second I picked it up, it kind of fell back onto the ink. So I'll let that dry. I'm gonna go ahead and do the technique in my actual other book while we let that dry to the side. And I think I can only do one of these at a time too, so I will let this dry. And Caramel Sparkle is the first one in here, so we're gonna go for it. That was a lot. Oh my gosh. See, I'm still migraine hangover. I'm like not completely with the program today. A little bit off, clearly. So that was a big giant squirt of ink, which was way bigger than I wanted to do. I will be very careful squishing this down. I'm like getting it all over my hands. I'm a mess today, guys. And I'm gonna go this piece first, then I can move it around. Ooh, see, I got ink all over myself. I'm gonna have to wash my hands big time. Some of this is on the top, the top of it, not the bottom of it. And mine does not look splotchy and fun. Mine looks very smeary and not fun. But that's how it's gonna be. That's just, yeah, if you get too much on there, oops, it goes everywhere, and it got all over my fingers. Oh, look, this was a mistake. It's like ink swatching gone wrong. Oh my gosh, now I'm all stained. It actually does look cool. It kind of looks like a continent. Like I'm trying to make a vintage map. Okay, there we go. Let that one dry. It's everywhere. I can't believe how messy that got. All right, we're gonna just leave this one to let this one dry. It does look like I tried to make a map. It's like one of those ink blot tests. See whatever you see in there. All right, that one's gonna dry. We're gonna move on to this one. And this one's most of the way dry. And I really, I just love Caramel Sparkle because like the basic like lightish part doesn't really have much shimmer or sheen to it or anything, but then the deeper parts get that shimmery color to it that I just love. I just love the Caramel Sparkle, and when you're writing with it, you get a lot of variation in the strokes. I love, love, love that one. That's so far the only one that I would love a full bottle of. I just love, love, love everything about that color. It's just so rich and beautiful. Okay, we're gonna move on. I might have splotched up some of that. That's okay. I'm gonna clip this paper down because it is getting feathery. We're gonna do 10 ink samples here. And I'm going to just set them in a row. I'm not gonna do the dip pen at the same time because I'm a lefty and I have a tendency to smear things. So I will come back and do the writing later because I definitely like lean down with my palm, or like the side of my palm. So I'm just gonna pick 10 and go with it. And I think we're gonna go pinks for this page. We're gonna do any of the pinkish colored ones. We did this one already. That's the peach. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, that's this one. This peach. Peach. I think I am gonna still do it because it's pink. Pink. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Those are gonna be our first 10 right there. I will try my best to say the names, but again, like, I'm on the struggle bus today. Not sure these names are gonna come out. Even if I wasn't on the struggle bus, I still probably would not be able to pronounce some of these. So this one is called Diamine Pink Champagne, which is really shimmery in there. Really pretty. Get some of that shimmer mixed in. And then these ones, their lids dip down. So I'm gonna grab one of my more smooth lids to use as the smear arounder. I'm not sure what to even say that. Okay, Pink Champagne. I'm just going to put them back in number order here. Oh, that's really pretty. All right, next is J. Urban Rose Tin Dress. This one's not a shimmer or anything. It's like, it almost looks purple. Definitely has that purple lean to it. Bluish tinted pink. Ooh, that one's pretty. I think I'm gonna like pretty much all the pinks. Next is Bunga Box, which I've never heard of this company. I just happen to like this color. Bunga Box Mother. It's a deeper type of color, but I just thought it was pretty, and I saw the name. I was like, I've never heard of Bunga Box, but here we are trying it out. This one's a much deeper looking color. This is like the most fun thing. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I want to see how that one dries down. It's more of like a dusty leaning pink. Really like that one. Then this one is Colorverse Vortex Motion, and it looks really deep dark. I don't know what exactly I'm getting into here. It may be pink leaning, it may be purple. I'm excited about that one. Oh boy. Water just totally changed. I'd have to empty the water after this next one. So interested to see what this one looks like. Vortex Motion. Ooh, a deep, deep purple. That's pretty. That one's super deep and reminds me of fall. That one's a fun one. Next we've got Diamine Pink Ice, and this one is another one with shimmer in it. And I really like the Diamine shimmery inks, and they had quite a few listed from the new advent calendar, but they didn't have the samples up yet. So some of these may have been samples from the new advent calendar, and yeah, I'm like covered in ink. This is a messy endeavor. So I don't know, so I definitely wanted some from that advent calendar, but I was actually really glad I didn't get the Diamine ink advent calendar or ink bent, because there were quite a few reds and I was not into all of the colors. So I thought that would be the case, but there were quite a few I do want samples of. Here we go, Pink Ice. Oh yes, I love that one. So far I like all of these. I'm an equal opportunity ink sample lover. There have not been any where I'm like, ew, this color's disgusting. I like most colors, even reds. Like I say I don't like red, and then I do like reds. Like I like certain reds. All right, this one is Diamine Frosted Orchid. So I'm a red hater, but then I get red stuff and I'm like, oh, I like red. I'm just fickle with reds, I guess. That one's really pretty too. It's like a dusty purple. Okay, this one is Diamine Razzmatazz, and this one I think is the green I tried on that other page. I got quite a few olivey type of greens, so I don't know why I picked this in this lineup. Let's not. Let's pick a different one. Pink Glitz. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Diamine Pink Glitz is gonna be our next one. We'll do all the olive greens on a different page, so we can have all the olive greens together. It's like a mini ink exploration. So this is Pink Glitz. It's a shimmery one. I did it with a lot of pink ones. Like, I need more pink. Pink Glitz. Oh, see, I did use that ink top. I don't know, it has a little weird dip in the ink top. I just didn't like it as much as those other ink tops. It still did an okay job. I dare say that one looks rounder than the rest of them, which I don't know if I like that or dislike that. There you go. And this is J. Urban Bouquet de Anton? Okay. Again, like, cannot pronounce things to save my life. Ooh, I like that. It's very light. And then this is Sailor Pesh. Like, it looks like the word for fish. It very well could be like a, you know, a salmon colored pink. It's called fish, but I could be completely wrong. It just reminds me in Love Actually when he's learning Portuguese and he says something pesce enorme. Okay, sneak preview of the rest of the video, but I lost a piece of footage. So I was on this one, Sailor Pesh, and the word pesh, when I'm looking it up, it does say it's a French word for fish or fishing or peach, which I'm like, that's weird because I feel like the color could be any of those things. So there's the color all dried down, and I'll show a clip of all of them dried down after I finish swatching this last one. But there is the last one. It was Colorverse Lights on Series. And it definitely looks that like a beautiful, deep pinkish color that I am totally all about. So let's go ahead and finish up these swatches and I'll show you guys me using the dip pen and then we'll look at all of it all up close and talk about it a little bit. All right, ran out of room or something. That one is like the perfect deep pink in my mind, like the perfect deep pink. Love, love, love that one. Of all of these, that one I think is definitely one of my top faves. Some of these shimmery ones, it's hard to tell until they start drying down a lot more. I really, really like how some of them are drying. You get the really, really crisp lines where the light and dark come together. You get that really sharp line on some of these, and I love that look. This one definitely leans more like electric and purple. It's called Rose Tendresse. Really like that. So far, I really like the way this one's looking. This one's the pink glitz. I can't really tell on some of them. This one is awesome. This one is the Frosted Orchid. Love the color shift on that one. And then this one I'm not sure about yet. This is the Vortex. What is it? Colorverse Vortex Motion. I thought it was going to lean really purple, but it totally looks gray at this point. It's got a green sheen, like a purple undertone. Green sheen, very dark and deep. I can't wait to see what that one looks like when it dries completely. And yeah, so far this color is just really good. I really like this one. This one is the Bunga Box Mother. So these two are really close to, for me to be like the perfect deepish pink color. So yeah, we'll let those dry down and then I will write the pen samples on them. Very pretty. Caramel Sparkle. Okay, that one seems to be looking dry. It looks really good. Love the way that one looks. Okay, let's go ahead. While we're here, let's do the last one. Hopefully I won't butcher this one quite as bad, so we'll let this dry. And then I'm gonna do the Wayfarer little sampling down here with the plastic bag and try not to do the same thing I just did, which was make a giant mess with it. We'll just add our ink. I'll add one little smear up here, like maybe one here. Wayfarer by Wearingle. We're gonna just smear. Just gonna look, you know, let it kind of do its own thing. Ooh, yeah, see, that's way better, but I don't want to touch it down where any of the lyrics are. Like that way better. Okay. Let's see, I've still got a little bit of ink on my paper. Plastic. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. That looks way better than the other one looked. I don't know why I'm zoomed out so much. I still got some on my finger. Still got some on my finger. Okay. Yeah, totally love that. Now I've got to clean up everything, dump out my water. Still got blue all over my finger somehow with this technique. I don't know how. I keep getting ink all over me. I'm not a very neat and tidy ink swatcher. So here we go. Here's the aftermath of the entire thing. The desk is fine, pretty much unscathed. I have ink all over me. This was ink from earlier. It's all over everywhere. So yeah, there you go. I'm just a messy ink person. I can't help myself. Just get covered in ink. And now I'm ready to wrap up the video. It was really, really overcast the days I was doing the ink swatching. So I'm gonna just show you guys up close in like decent-ish daylight. That was Cloudlet. So all the colors, I really, really liked them. The color versus vortex motion dried basically just gray, but it really came across as purple when I was putting the ink down. So it's just interesting how they end up drying. And I think I didn't shake the bottle for the Frosted Orchid, but it definitely has some shimmer in it. That's that frosty look that it has. All of them turned out really beautiful. I really, really like the pinks and purples and even like the grays. So this one still is one I really like. I think I've already used that in a pen, but yeah, gorgeous. These two totally hit that bill for me for that really deep pink color. And of course we've got some like dustier looking pinks. This one definitely leans a little bit more red than like these like purpley, almost purpley toned pinks that I really, really like. I think they're all gorgeous. And pink champagne, I think I put in the orange category because it does have that coral leaning element to it. Just all around gorgeous colors. I will have a part 2 and a part 3, I think, to this because I did end up with quite a few samples. So be looking for those in the coming weeks. I also have an order that I got from, oh my gosh, who did I get? I got an order from Goulet Pens. So I thought I was done after purchasing from Anderson Pens, and then Goulet Pens had an ink sample sale and it was like 20 or 25% off. So I'll have a haul of that coming up soon, and also multi-parts of this ink exploration. So I'm doing 10 swatches at a time and I have so much fun with this. I'll do a little sneak peek before we say goodbye, but this is what I've been doing. I thought I would just do these pages in my other ink swatching book. I thought I would do them like as I go and just do my 2 columns for my 2 pens that I fill up each week, or about each week, but I went ahead and started swatching all of them. So I will have lots more ink preview videos. I did not do this on camera. Oh no, my pages. I did these with pages in between. But I just love like adding the water in the swatches and being able to see the colors so nicely. So I will be talking more about inks and ink swatch books and that kind of thing. I still have, gosh, a good like 20 or 30 inks to go in here, but I'm working on it slowly but surely, and that'll be an upcoming video. But that is all I have for you guys today. I do not have coupon codes or affiliate links for ink samples, but I will link to the stores down below, especially Anderson Pens, who I got these ink samples from. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me along. I have lots more inky goodness coming and other various planner videos and randomness on this channel, so please stick around if you're new, and I will catch you next time. Have a great day, guys.